You just mentioned it, doing good by doing right. I guess you could say it's almost like a slogan of the firm today. How did that come to be?
Yeah, I mean, I think initially it was, part of what I said, the planes and prostitutes sort of reaction to that is, that's not who we are. That's not what we wanted to be. You take sort of that old guard sort of view of mass torts and what people are doing. Like, there's just a reaction to that to some degree. With that said, I think the fuller knowledge from my perspective is just my own personal journey. Having been sexually abused at a young age, somewhat with a lazy eye at 5, 6 years old, feeling all alone and really wanting to do well by my clients, I wanted to make sure that we didn't get lost at some point in that. And so, just our relationships, among referral partners, among our clients and our communities. I had a situation this week where we had a wrongful death case come into the office. It was a woman who was in an accident. Her husband was killed. She was injured. We went to sign up the case, and it turns out a friend of mine from West Virginia signed the case up over us. He actually got the case and we didn't. I picked up my cell phone. I gave him a call. He's someone I've fished with a ton. We've just been good friends with. And it was actually because the way the client said it, I was like, oh, I hope we weren't getting bad mouth about it. And I knew him. I was like, I don't think that's the case. But what I was really calling for, and he was quite surprised about, is my mom, who is a social worker with our firm, said to me, Eric, when I spoke to this woman, Marge, I'm really concerned because she's obviously very upset at losing her husband. She's really upset right now. And I don't think she has the resources to get the counseling she needs for grieving. And I want to reach back out to her in a couple of weeks. So I was literally calling Jeff to say, hey, Jeff, is it okay with you? You know my mom. Can my mom reach back out to her in a couple of weeks? We're not trying to take the case, not going to step on your toes anyway, but just in a loving, supporting way. And Jeff was taken aback by like, wait, you don't have an interest in this? Do you want to actually reach back out to the client? The answer is yes, it's the right thing to do. And that's really just how we operate as a firm.
And on the note of doing good by doing right, so there's obviously doing that for your clients, but that extends also to the community.
It does, yeah. It's something that I've taken to heart. What Chris has said is, as leaders, we have to work on ourselves and be able to face outward. And I think once we take care of ourselves individually, then the team members take care of the clients take care of the firm. But then more broadly than that, if you take care of the community also will take care of the firm as well. But if you give with the expectation of receiving, it just doesn't come. So you just have to give wholeheartedly. And for us, that's one of the things I love about going back to Pittsburgh. I said I made it back. It's, opening up the Pittsburgh and West Virginia offices, we've been able to do things like our turkey giveaway. We've been able to go in the community and find people that really are respected in the community, like Najee Harris, for example, and working with Najee to then have an impact on a turkey giveaway or student distracted driving initiatives or supporting the Bigger Picture Foundation and what he's trying to do with his foundation. And so we find these connections with people just because our heart's coming from the right place and their heart's coming from the right place. And people say to me like, well, how is it you're working with Najee Harris? Well, we had an agent we know who put us in contact, but he could have worked with any law firm. He actually aligned in terms of our values. And that to me is just a beautiful thing about life and just builds relationships, which is wonderful.